Hello once again, everyone. Thank you for clicking on another one of my videos. I am Screen Scene Guru, and tonight will be my last update on movie news, but this is a big one, so be sure to stay tuned and check out all the things we have to discuss. So let's get into it. Got a lot of things, guys. First off, I want to talk about something that we heard about last week, which was Jurassic World 5 being greenlit at Universal Studios. This is behind the people who did Jurassic World Rebirth, even though it wasn't a liked film by most people who saw it in theaters and streaming. It did get a lot of money, over $800 million in the box office. So of course they're giving back Gareth Edwards to direct. They're bringing back the entire cast, which is Jonathan Bailey, Scarlett Johansson, and Mahershala Ali, which is really interesting news to hear. Nothing so far on legacy cast members, whether they'll bring back anyone else from the franchise, but so far it sounds like they are moving forward with having this done in the next 2 years, so up by 2027 we should be getting a Jurassic World 5. It has yet to be titled. Fallout Season 2 dropped its final trailer before it hits in December, so really cool stuff there. We got to see our first look at talent Macaulay Culkin in it as Caesar, so really cool stuff there, game references. We also got to see Kyle MacLachlan, of course, a lot more screen time of him, and I believe also for Walton Goggins. Also, Devil Wears Prada 2 dropped its trailer on the internet now. You guys can check it out. This is the official 20 years since the original Devil Wears Prada in 2006. So in 2026, when it comes out, it's going to be the 20th anniversary of the original. Benny Safdie was recently announced to be the voice for the Bowser Jr. in the new latest Super Mario Bros. Galaxy trailer that dropped just this week. Really exciting news there, guys. If you haven't already checked it out, go check it out. Isabella Ferdinand has been shared an update about the Orphan franchise. So she's the star from Orphan 1 and 2 on Paramount. You guys can check those out. She is confirmed they're going to do a third one titled Orphans, so that's very interesting. Sabrinacarpenter is said to lead a Aliceinwonderland musical for Universal Studios, which is very interesting news as well. Enigma Video shows underwater objects doing unexplained phenomena. This is part of some UAP news that I have been tracking recently. Sometimes the size of a city underwater, coming out of the water without a sound. We do have the Fire and Ash runtime, official runtime, for the latest of the Cameron franchise films. It's said to be 3 hours and 15 minutes long, so that's pretty decent runtime, longest in the Avatar franchise. Walter Hill is writing a script that will bring back Ripley as Sigourney Weaver in the Alien franchise. So we recently heard at Comic-Con that Sigourney Weaver is up for coming back for the Alien franchise. And she was recently talking with the cast of Alien Earth, and they did confirm that the Alien Earth series is going to get a season 2. Apple TV Plus is developing a biker series done by curtshutter, who did the infamous Sons of Anarchy series and the Mayans spinoff. He had a little bit less creative control on Mayans, but he is now doing a new series with Jason Momoa. It takes place in New Zealand, and it's called Nomad, which is very interesting. They've gone into all the biker subcultures. We've seen the Suns, we've seen the Mayans, and now we're going into the Nomads with Jason Momoa. So really interesting stuff there. If if you guys are interested in the biker culture and all that fun stuff. I do have a movie to catch up on, Bike Riders, with, I believe it's Tom Hardy, and also, who's the guy from Masters of the Air? Butler. Austin Butler was in that. I need to catch that. I got it on physical media, but I haven't watched it yet. Black Panther 3 is confirmed to be Ryan Coogler's next film. He confirmed it's going to be titled Shadows of Wakanda. So very interesting title. Might be a little bit darker than the first two Black Panther films. Shuri is said to reprise her role as Lady Black Panther, but there might be a new introduction to Damson Idris might be showing up. Jay Kelly and Knives Out Mystery, Wake Up Dead Man are two of the biggest Netflix movies to come out still at the end of the year. I know Frankenstein recently dropped on the internet. A new Star Trek film is being created by the people who worked on Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. So that's really cool. I like that movie a lot, but unfortunately it's not going to be the Kelvin timeline with Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto. They are moving on to new characters, which is pretty good because we've been stuck in Kirk's era for quite a while in Star Trek. But Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly will write and shoot and produce new material not connected to any current running series. So that's very interesting. Zombieland 3 was confirmed to be in the works after they just recently came out with the third installment of the Now You See Me films, Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And I heard it's actually doing pretty well in theaters. It's doing alright. And it's the same director who works on those films. Avatar, Fire and Ash tickets go out on sale now. Also, Michael Caine and Michael McConaughey have put their voices up for AI rendering. So that's very concerning for people that are interested in all that. More UAP news, guys. This is a whole segment. There were plans to expand the UFO office to study paranormal phenomenon. $22 million was put aside in the U.S. Congress, and apparently that money was diverted from other agencies like the Pentagon. Before Harry Reid passed away, he wanted this department to be up and running and be releasing documents to the public. Apparently this effort was stopped amidst his health decline. Former Senator Harry Reid planned to move more money funds, but his efforts were stopped by Congress. The phenomenon continued to be an unknown studied topic for many years. Now declassified files reveal that several government agencies were all researching it all at once. So just a whole lot of government overspending, and the fact they weren't sharing data, that several people were doing the same research. It's very eye-opening. Seoul Conference, several leading experts gathered to talk about the phenomenon, and Ukrainian military saw drones over the battlefield space. Ukrainian officials talked about having trouble identifying craft, whether they were theirs, the Russians, UN spy drones, or other, which is basically unknown. Third party is what they call it. So it's very interesting that these things have been seen over battle zones. They've also talked about a real-world effort taking place to make a connection for all of mankind. So that's very interesting as well. Humanity is at a crossroads, so to say. This comes from experts, coming from the Weaponized podcast, Jeremy Corbell, George Knapp, Dr. Lakatsky as well, talking about how you can't be scared of the phenomenon. It reflects our intentions, our reactions to it. New outliers, new science of paranormal variety needs to come out. Chaos and trauma, Entropy systems are those which fall into chaos. Highly entropic, like nuclear settings, battlefields, places where things blow up. Anomalous, where near-death experience happens. Other sites, hospitals, things like that. These high strangeness events occur more rapidly, more often. So that's very interesting. They're coming across more things like that. These phenomena are connected to trauma, matrix or holographic universe. This topic has been brought up quite a lot as well. I'm not really a big subscriber of that per se. I think there's too much going on for us to say it's a matrix or holographic universe. I do want to go into real quick Rian Johnson news again with his Knives Out movie coming out, I believe. Let me look and see real quick. This upcoming week. Knives Out 3, 2025. It says I believe it's coming out in a week or so. Fandango, Rotten Tomatoes. Let's go to this one. November 26th. So in a couple of days, it's going up against Zootopia 2, Knives Out 3, Wake Up Dead Man. So very interesting stuff with Rian Johnson. He just had a controversial move from Peacock. Their show, Poker Face, got canceled after season 2 ended. And the lady actress is not returning. They're going to move on with season 3 with Peter Dinklage on Paramount, which is very interesting to hear. We also heard that Columbia Studios, behind Sony backing, has recently acquired the rights to Labubu, and they're going to be making a Labubu movie, which is very interesting to hear. Off the praise of after the success of K-pop Demon Hunter and other things. Post Malone will headline the Dallas Cowboys Thanksgiving halftime show, so really excited to hear about that. Moana released its first live-action teaser on the internet, which a lot of people went after. They said it was Sora AI graphics. They looked very animated. First live action look at Legend of Zelda as well. You can tell from the thumbnail I chose. Really cool pics in New Zealand. The cast is unknown British actors, but it looks fantastic, from Nintendo Studios. Working on Zelda. Legend of Zelda should be out by 2027. Wicked for Good. The tickets are on sale. It's coming out this Friday, guys. Really excited for Wicked for Good. Blue Beetle hits Netflix, which gets it a big viewership bump, which I didn't know. It wasn't already out on main streamers. I knew it was on HBO Max, but not a lot of people have Max, guys. So the fact that it's now getting really big viewership on Netflix tells me nobody has seen it, which is sad because I really liked Blue Beetle. The original Justice League TV show debuted 24 years ago today, guys. So if you have the Max channel, I highly recommend you going on there and watching the original Justice League TV show, animated cartoon. It's officially 24 years old. We are all OG television watchers. If we grew up in the 90s, this is prime material to watch. Also, the Batman animated series. I don't even want to think about how old that is. I think it might be 30. Bitcoin price dropped significantly, pressuring investors today. So that was an interesting news bit. Also, Brainiac has been confirmed for the Man of Tomorrow villain. We all pretty much thought of that when the James Gunn thumbnail, the script dropped. We all kind of assumed it was Brainiac. Multiple Doom rumors in Avengers Doomsday. They talked about there's supposed to be 30 versions of the trailer, and then there's a Lady Doom, different concepts of their capes and armor. I'm not exactly sure how many of these rumors I want to believe. Glenn Powell's Running Man is facing a major flop, unfortunately, due to people not wanting to watch it. I don't really know exactly why they don't want to go out to see this iconic film. This is a Bachman book, part of the Stephen King pseudonym books. We got Life of Chuck this year. We got The Long Walk. We also got, I want to say there was another one, but I can't remember it right now. But at least 2 Bachman books adapted. This is going to be our 3rd Bachman book. But unfortunately, it sounds like, even with the praise of Arnold Schwarzenegger himself, not a lot of people are going out to see The Running Man. Maybe it's because it's about our time, our dystopian 2025. The showmanship is, I guess, likening it to Hunger Games. Maybe people are a little bit done with Hunger Games after the results of the last one. But Top Gun 3, the script is being written over at Paramount. They talk about how the Ellisons are in prime, priority 1 to get this Top Gun script finished. The effort to rebuild the Baltimore Francis Scott Bridge is still ongoing due to the authorities addressing the people there in Baltimore. It's a big commuter bridge. It does delay traffic by hours. When the bridge was struck by a sailing ship, cargo ship, it collapsed and killed 6 people. They are expecting construction to go on into 2026. They've removed the damaged ship and the entire bridge is gone now, but the efforts to rebuild it is taking longer than they originally anticipated. Yellowstone spin-off has been confirmed, which is going to be called Yellowstone Marshals. It's going to premiere on CBS All Access and on the Paramount streaming app on March 1st. So that's really cool, given that we just got the season 2 premiere of Landman on Paramount. If you guys have it, I definitely recommend you check it out. Tom Cruise finally achieved getting an Oscar. He received an honorary Oscar at the Governor's Awards, and he talked about film is not just what he does, it's who he is. Really awesome quote, and a really cool award ceremony that happened there. Really cool all around for us movie news lovers. Everything we're getting to see, these days. We just got a Monarch Season 2 trailer that dropped. I want to say there's more movie news that I forgot to write down. I'm sure I'm going to come up with it in the next few days and let you guys know. I do thank you very much for supporting my channel. I've made it up to 82 subscribers. If you'd like to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, or Threads, you can follow me at SceneScreenGuru. You can hit me up if you want to message me, or check out my behind the scenes bonus feature clips. I have recently started watching the James Cameron Avatar documentary on Disney Plus. It's 2 episodes. I started the first episode and it's really good, guys, so I recommend you check that out as well. But that'll do it for me tonight. Have a good night. Stay safe, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.